Welcome to the North Queensland Regional Final of the 2020 Queensland Training Awards. These awards celebrate the achievements of our top training performers and the significant contribution vocational education and training makes to communities across Queensland. This year, 18 inspiring individuals and 11 exemplary businesses and organisations have been selected from a competitive field across North Queensland as the finest examples of success and innovation in training. We recognise North Queensland's best apprentices, trainees, vocational students, vet teachers and trainers, as well as its employers and community-based organisations providing local training and employment opportunities. We begin with our acknowledgement of country, followed by a message from the Honourable Shannon Fentiman MP, Minister for Employment and Small Business, and Minister for Training and Skills Development. The Queensland Training Awards acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of the countries across Queensland and pay our respects to elders past and present. We acknowledge that this land was, and continues to be, walked on by Aboriginal peoples and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Always was, always will be.
Hello, and while I'm incredibly disappointed that we are not together in person, we are putting safety first and doing things a little differently this year. For the first time in the award's 59-year history, we've gone exclusively online, and I'm proud that we can continue this fine tradition of celebrating training in Queensland. We know that skills and training will be crucial in our state's economic recovery. And because of the great job we've all done on managing the health response, we can now focus on our plan to unite and recover for Queensland jobs. And a big part of that plan is investing in training and backing our local businesses. So it's great to be able to celebrate and acknowledge our top training achievers and employers. This year, more than 700 talented and hardworking people, businesses, community organisations and training providers across Queensland nominated for the awards. Our nominees' stories highlight the important role of vocational education and training to our state and to the communities right across Queensland. To all of our finalists, you should be exceptionally proud of your achievements. You're inspiring. The 11 awards to be announced tonight celebrate different people and organisations. To all of our finalists, congratulations and the very best of luck. Thank you for sharing your commitment, your passion and success in the vocational education and training.
Thank you, Minister Fentiman. We start with our Employer and Community Training Initiative categories and follow with our individual categories. The Organisational Awards honour Queensland employers and community organisations who have made an exceptional contribution to training and development for staff or community groups. Small Employer of the Year. This award recognises outstanding achievement in the area of vocational education and training by a North Queensland business with 19 or fewer full-time staff. The finalists are No Boundaries Health and Osteopathy, Townsville; NQ Electrical, Townsville; RHD Classic Supplies and Services, Townsville. The winner of the 2020 Small Employer of the Year award is RHD Classic Supplies and Services. RHD Classic Supplies and Services in Townsville is committed to supporting their motorcycle riding clients and providing opportunities for staff and the wider community to develop their skills. With one full-time mechanic, 2 part-time employees and owner lead mechanic Shireen Milne, the small team open up their workshop to assist people training to return to work and other organisations looking to support disengaged young people or people with disability, as well as continuing to improve their own skills through formal and informal training. The Medium Employer of the Year award recognises outstanding achievement in the area of vocational education and training by a Queensland business with between 20 and 199 full-time staff. The finalists are Burn Cut Australia, Cowboys Leagues Club. Selectability Limited. The winner of the 2020 Medium Employer of the Year is Selectability Limited. Selectability is a not-for-profit mental wellbeing service provider operating in a range of regional communities with a focus on North Queensland. With its training arm, Selectability Training, the business designs training programs for its staff to support their professional development and careers and manage workplace risks. Carrying out an organisational skills matrix has helped the business understand its current and future workforce needs as demand for its services increases due to COVID-19. Its online learning management system also supports training delivery through its regional offices and the development of its diverse workforce. Large Employer of the Year. This award recognises outstanding achievement in the area of vocational education and training by a Queensland business with 200 or more full-time staff. The finalists are Glencore Queensland Metals, Townsville City Council, Wilmar Sugar. The winner of the 2020 Large Employer of the Year is Glencore Queensland Metals. The Glencore North Queensland Apprenticeship Program prepares the skilled workforce needed to run complex mining processes safely and efficiently. With around 200 apprentices working in North Queensland and a strong completion rate, the program provides opportunities in a range of mechanical engineering and electrical fields, including dual trades, and attracts a diverse group of applicants including people from their Indigenous Employment Program and Girls for Mining Mentoring Program. With a range of additional industry-specific training, rotations through different teams and work sites, and adopting new technologies, apprentices are well prepared for their trades and careers. The Community Training Initiative of the Year Award recognises outstanding achievement by a community-based, not-for-profit organisation that provides assistance to Queenslanders who need support to gain the skills, experience and vocational education and training qualifications required to enter and stay in the workforce. The finalists are Access Community Services Limited, Program Step into Business and Step into Services. Seed Foundation Australia, Program First People's Health Program. The winner of the 2020 Community Training Initiative of the Year is Seed Foundation Australia. Working with young Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people from remote and rural communities, the Seed Foundation's First People's Health Program is developing skilled workers who add vital cultural understanding with the aim of improving lifestyle and health outcomes for their communities. Delivering health training for 10 years through face-to-face and online models, Seed Foundation offers a comprehensive pathway support system for students which delivers positive outcomes. It's time to celebrate our 7 individual award categories. Vet Teacher or Trainer of the Year. This award recognises the outstanding achievement by a vet teacher or trainer providing nationally recognised training to students at a registered training organisation or in partnership with a registered training organisation. The finalists are Glenn Connell, TAFE Queensland, Anthony Kukas, TAFE Queensland, Bjarni Olin, Heatley Secondary College. The winner of the 2020 Vet Teacher or Trainer of the Year is Bjarni Olin. With more than 40 years' experience in the music industry, including as a member of ARIA Hall of Fame inductees Divinals, Bjarni has found his greatest challenges and sense of fulfilment through teaching. Head of Department at Heatley Secondary College, Bjarni leads 3 teachers and delivers Certificate 2 and 3 in music industry training with more than 350 graduates since 2004. His work makes a valuable contribution for his community in a variety of creative industries. The Equity Vet Student of the Year Award recognises outstanding achievement by an individual in overcoming a significant barrier or disadvantage to effectively participate in VET. The finalists are Lisa Dalziel, Certificate 3 in Individual Support. Group Training Organisation, Job Train. Host Employer, GTech Training and Development. Training Provider, Selectability Training. Danielle Ross. Certificate 3 in Early Childhood Education and Care. Group Training Organisation, MEGT. Host Employer, G8 Education. Training Provider, Cool Kids Training College. Maxine Worrell. Certificate 3 in Community Services. Training Provider, TAFE Queensland. The winner of the 2020 Equity Vet Student of the Year is Maxine Worrell. To pursue her goals of standing up for people who have suffered abuse, are living with disability or dealing with mental health issues, Maxine Worrell had to overcome her own barriers that could have held her back. After deciding to study a Certificate 3 in Community Services and disclose her own learning difficulties and bad past experiences, Maxine found support from TAFE Queensland teachers and support staff. Maxine's determination and self-discipline has helped her achieve high standards while continuing to support and care for her children, and now she wants to earn a diploma in community services. School-Based Apprentice or Trainee of the Year. The School-Based Apprentice or Trainee of the Year Award recognises the achievements of students who undertake a school-based apprenticeship or traineeship as part of their school studies. The finalists are Elizabeth Matters, St Margaret Mary's College, Certificate 3 in Carpentry, Training Provider TAFE Queensland, Employer Osco Modular. Frank Morrow, Spinifex State College, Certificate 2 in Engineering Pathways, Training Provider TAFE Queensland, Employer Schmider Engineering. Babitha Nonna, Certificate 3 in Carpentry, Kerwin State High School, Training Provider TAFE Queensland, Employer Building and Asset Services. The winner of the 2020 School-Based Apprentice or Trainee of the Year is Elizabeth Matters. An Indigenous leader at St Margaret Mary's College in Townsville, Elizabeth Matters has taken on a school-based carpentry apprenticeship with Osco Modular to pursue her goal of working in the construction industry. Studying with TAFE Queensland and working with supportive colleagues, Elizabeth is building up her skills and is proud to promote the benefits of her apprenticeship and be a role model to other students. Driven by the enjoyment of building with her own two hands, she plans to complete her trade and further her career in this industry through further study. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year Award recognises the outstanding achievement by an Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander student within the Queensland vet sector. The finalists are Obadiah Geyer, Certificate 3 in Electrotechnology Electrician, Training Provider TAFE Queensland, Employer Jason Healy Electrical. Neil Firewood, Certificate 3 in Business Administration, Training Provider TAFE Queensland, Employer TAFE Queensland. Elizabeth Matters, St Margaret Mary's College, Certificate 3 in Carpentry, Training Provider TAFE Queensland, Employer Osco Modular. The winner of the 2020 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year is Obadiah Geyer. After a few years playing rugby league and working casually as a labourer in the off-season, Walkerman man Obadiah from Palm Island decided to undertake an apprenticeship and focus on his future and that of his growing family. Switching from casual work with Jason Healy Electrical to an electrical apprenticeship was a step toward his goal of seeing more local people completing needed work in remote Indigenous communities. Obadiah's work on Palm Island covers helping households to working on runway lights. Vocational Student of the Year. The Vocational Student of the Year Award is for outstanding achievement by a student who recently completed a vet qualification in Queensland. The finalists are Melissa Shepherd, Diploma of Leadership and Management, Training Provider CQ University, Employer Port of Townsville Limited. Nairi Trigg, Diploma of Community Development, Training Provider TAFE Queensland, Employer St Benedict's Catholic School. Zach Walker, Certificate 3 in Music Industry. Training provider, Heatley Secondary College. The winner of the 2020 Vocational Student of the Year is Nairi Trigg. Mother of two, Nairi Trigg switched her life's focus to tap into her passions for networking and supporting the natural environment. Thanks to studying a Diploma of Community Development, Nairi has now found her dream job working as an environmental support officer with St Benedict's Catholic School in Townsville. Nairi collaborates with teachers, other school staff and community leaders to develop activities that support students' understanding of the outdoors, such as creating a native plant and bush tucker trail with support from local Aboriginal elders. The Bob Marshman Trainee of the Year Award recognises the outstanding achievement by a student who recently completed a traineeship in Queensland. This award honours the late Bob Marshman, a former Director General of the Department of Employment and Training, who is recognised as one of the foremost authorities on vocational education and training in Australia. The finalists are Taylor Bazeko, Certificate 3 in Business Administration Medical, Group Training Organisation UNE Partnerships, Employer Gold City Medical Centre, Training Provider UNE Partnerships. Nicola Caldwell, Certificate 3 in Work Health and Safety, Employer Townsville City Council, Training Provider Total Management Training. Neil Firewood, Certificate 3 in Business Administration, Employer TAFE Queensland, Training Provider TAFE Queensland. The winner of the 2020 North Queensland Bob Marshman Trainee of the Year is Nicola Caldwell. Taking on a traineeship with Townsville City Council has helped Nicola find her passion and develop her workplace skills. Nicola found the mix of independent and collaborative work as a trainee preferable to dealing with university timetables and deadlines. Building her self-motivation and setting higher standards for herself during her traineeship has prepared Nicola to pursue the next goals for her chosen career in workplace health and safety and local government. The prestigious Hauenschild Apprentice of the Year Award recognises outstanding achievement by a student who recently completed an apprenticeship in Queensland. This award is named after the late Harry Hauenschild, who was Commissioner for Training in Queensland from 1990 to 2000. Harry was an icon of trade training and was a tireless advocate for vocational education and training in Queensland. The finalists are Emma Castles, Certificate 3 in Hairdressing, Employer Justine's Hair Design, Training Provider TAFE Queensland. Obadiah Gayer, Certificate 3 in Electrotechnology Electrician, Employer Jason Healy Electrical, Training Provider TAFE Queensland. Lachlan Lowe, Certificate 3 in Electrotechnology Electrician, Employer Townsville City Council, Training Provider TAFE Queensland. The winner of the 2020 North Queensland Harry Hauenschild Apprentice of the Year is Obadiah Gayer. After playing under the NRL's bright lights with the North Queensland Cowboys, Obadiah has gone on to complete his electrical apprenticeship and is helping to keep vital infrastructure operating for his community on Palm Island. Living on the island 70 kilometres from Townsville presented both challenges and opportunities for his training. But with his employer Jason Healy Electrical and TAFE Queensland, Obadiah completed his apprenticeship after 6 years. His commitment to keep studying along with support from his family, community and employer have prepared a great skilled worker and role model for Palm Island.
Well done to our regional finalists. This is tremendous recognition for each and every one of you. You are all incredibly worthy ambassadors for training and the important role that it plays in our community. The skills on display show how diverse our regions are and how important high quality training is for industries and businesses across Queensland. Congratulations to all of our regional winners. Now more than ever, it is stories like yours that show how significant it is that Queenslanders have the skills they need to find meaningful jobs and access pathways for the future. I look forward to seeing you progress to the state final of the Queensland Training Awards. I'll see you then.
This closes the 2020 North Queensland Training Awards. Please join us again on 18 September for the online state final to support your regional winners. Thank you for watching.